Welcome to the Get It Together video series. I'm Peter Hill, the creator and founder of Get It Together, self-empowerment, self-defense, and conflict resolution programs. These programs are licensed to be taught in some of the finer martial arts schools around the United States and in other countries. The Get It concept is very simple. If we have a strong goal, then we can direct our emotions through the techniques that best fit the situations we encounter to achieve our goal. We should use all situations to work on developing our inner skills because you are your greatest asset. You can lose everything you have, but you can't lose who you are. And we want to test everything and make sure it works for us. It may work great for somebody else, but just because it works great for somebody else doesn't mean it's going to work for us. And again, that's where we all have to test everything we do and see the results of it. We want to test things in safe space, because in safe space, you can find out what doesn't work, and it doesn't cost you anything. Now, the Get It program, we use a number of ideograms. Ideograms are pictures that represent abstract ideas, so you can understand the energy behind the program, or the concepts behind the program much clearer. The first ideogram we're going to work with is knowledge. Part of the program, we want to develop your knowledge and your power to promote harmony. Knowledge is an arrow and a mouth. Now, what we want to do is we want to think in terms of whenever we speak, our words are like arrows. They shoot people where we want them to go, they shoot them down, or they shoot them up to help empower them and to empower us as well. So when other people speak to us, we want to think in terms of where are their arrows pointing and shooting. The ideogram for power is a person. If you think of two arms here moving and flowing, a person moving forward with a loving heart that even 10 eyes can find no fault with. So true power means that we have a loving intention and we're moving forward with our techniques with that. In ancient times, this used to be an army moving forward with one heart that 10,000 people could find no fault with, because an army moving forward with that heart was moving to protect its citizenship, not to just destroy and conquer and control. Oftentimes, we think of power as having somebody's hand around somebody's neck. Again, we want to think in terms of power that people may not like what we do, they may not like what they say, but they can't find fault with our intention. Then the ideogram for harmony is a grain stalk and a mouth. When you put grain into a hungry body, it produces a natural harmony or peace. Although one man's medicine is another man's poison. So it's important to realize that we all are responsible for our own harmony. We find something that works really good for us, we have a tendency to want to share that with others, but in some cases that same technique may be worthless or useless for them. So we have to encourage them to find and follow their path. When we combine the three ideograms for knowledge, power, and harmony, harmony naturally results. Again, we don't want to shoot other people where we want them to go. We want to think in terms of shooting them upwards to empower them. We want to move forward with a pure heart. And harmony, we want to let them find their own harmony their own way. We don't want to box them in which case sometimes we think of that as peace or harmony. When we box them in, they're exactly where we want them to be. Now, the next ideogram we're going to look at is the ideogram for Thai. Now, Thai oftentimes is translated as a great person. We stretch out our arms, open wide our heart, take a breath from the top of our head down into our feet, and keep our breath centered in the middle. So when we have one person centered, we have a great person. When we start getting afraid, we start acting out of fear, our breath comes up, we tighten up, we start getting all tense, and we start oftentimes doing things and saying things that we regret. The next ideogram after Thai is Chi. Chi is oftentimes translated as energy. Well, oftentimes we're looking for energy, but we want to realize that we are the energy of the universe. Energy is a person standing between heaven and earth, carving out their place in the world, symbolized by a tree, with their mouth and their hands. So true energy, we create our families, our relationships, our businesses with our energy. What we carve in the world with our actions and our words. So a great person is one who uses their energy productively to develop knowledge and power to promote harmony. The next ideogram we want to look at is do. Oftentimes in martial arts, it's a very common word here, taekwondo, judo. The ideogram for do is a path. Now that path may be fairly straight. That path may be fairly curvy and windy. Okay, it's all going to depend upon the situation that we're in. Along with path, we have a neck, and we have our energy. So our energy, our neck, our head, on our path is our truth, our way. So this ideogram is way or truth or path. So when somebody asks you, what is the meaning of life? You should say, what's the meaning of your life? Because your thoughts, your philosophies, your beliefs on your path is your way, is your truth, and that's the meaning of life. The ideogram that goes along with that, which I'm going to place above this one, is the ideogram for bu. Now bu is oftentimes translated as military or warrior. We're going to use the term warrior. The warrior keeps the axe from falling on the spirit of the people or on your own spirit. So a good warrior is sort of a protectorate. So there's always an axe that's trying to fall on your relationships, on your businesses. There's energy behind the axe. And the warrior stands here with his arms outstretched to keep the axe from falling. So bu-do is the way of the warrior. The way of the warrior is to develop knowledge and power to promote harmony. The way we do that is by developing ourselves into great people, into people who learn to develop our energy physically, psychologically, and emotionally to promote harmony and balance in the world. It's important as you do the different Get It programs that you, again, develop knowledge, question everything, always have a reason for what you're doing. Make sure you understand the goal, the purpose behind what you're doing. Make sure that you're moving forward with a loving intention. Always ask, what is my intention? And make sure it's promoting harmony and balance within you. You can feel that in your gut. You can feel it in your whole being. You can feel it in your relationships. And you can see it in your relationships. As you travel through the program, be patient with yourself, be patient with others, and enjoy the process. Welcome to the Get It Together video series on martial forms. The goal or purpose of martial forms is to develop your strength, your flexibility, your breathing, and to get all three of those to connect together into one intent or one focus. As you do martial forms, you want to make sure you're using them to nurture and empower you, and you want to take your time and play with the energy. If you feel like your body needs to do a particular movement, listen to your body. Again, because the goal of the forms is designed to empower you, not to tear your body down. The first form we're going to be doing is called the dragon in this series. The dragon form is designed to work on stretching out your body, again, giving you flexibility and strengthen your muscles. We're going to start the form with the Tai Chi ideogram. We take a deep breath, stretch out our arms, breathe from the top of the head into the feet. From here we come up, and we want to, again, signify our intent. We're going to use our knowledge and our power to promote harmony. We're going to do an energy circle exercise. Turn to the right, to open the body up. Turn to the left, almost as if we're wringing out a towel, and then breathe out again and sink. We're going to cross the arms in front, step out to our right into a bow stance, hips are blocked. Our left hand turns over, right hand comes back to the side, right hand comes out, turns over into a half-ish position. We breathe in, we breathe out, and we sink. We breathe in, we breathe out, and we sink. We turn the hand over, bow to the opposite side, bring the left hand out. Again, a half-ish, breathe in and sink. Breathe in and sink. Breathe in and sink. Turn the hand over, come back. What we're doing here is we're slowly letting the body open. We'll repeat this movement 5 times. So that was the 3rd time. Here's the 4th time. So again, we let our body slowly go lower. We keep our back straight, dropping our knee, letting the wrist come back, elbow down. So we want the knee to come to a parallel position with the floor. And then from there, we step up and we harmonize. Second time we're going to do this, again, we breathe in, we breathe out, come up, clarify our intent, come back around, come back to the center. Come out, step to the right, bring the arm around, This time we want to start bending the waist a little bit. So we're working a little more stretch. Again, we want to breathe out and sink. Breathe out and sink. Breathe out and sink. I think we're going to do this a total of 5 times. As you feel comfortable with the motion, you can go a little quicker, but again, the motion must be relaxed. You want the muscles to relax. The relaxed muscle moves very quickly and very fluidly. Again, we step up, take a deep breath, and we harmonize. Okay, we're going to do it again. This time we're going to do it a little bit quicker. Okay? Take a deep breath, and sink. Come up, twist. Twist, back to center. Step out. 1, 2, 3. Again, the muscles and the body is relaxed. We get our power from our body dropping and from hitting with the bone structure. Again, my body can be bending the waist, head up, focusing my attention with the eyes. Step up and harmonize. We're going to do this once from the rear position. We're at a bit of an angle. We're going to start, again, breathe in, harmonize. Clarify our intent, and your circle right, and your circle left, back center, down. Come up, come out, turn the hand, 1, 2, 3. Turn it over, 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 1, 2, 3. Up and harmonize. That completes section 1. Now in section 2, we're going to repeat section 1. I'm going to do it a little quicker. And actually, we're going to start with just the opening movement. The opening section, 1, 2, 3, turn, 1, 2, 3, turn, 1, 2, 3, turn, 1, 2, 3, turn, 1, 2, 3. From here, section 2, our right hand comes back to our side, our left hand comes out, and as our body turns, it sweeps across our lower body. Again, hips blocked. I bring my left hand up, perpendicular to the floor, or parallel to the floor. Right hand shoots out. My right hand grabs. Left hand's out, so my right hand's palm out, my fingers are dragging. I sweep back to this side. Let my left hand come up, my right hand out. For those of you who do Tai Chi, right as is energy shuttling. I come back, bring my fists in, put my right hand on my hip, left hand here. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kind of sit down on that back leg to kind of stretch us out. Bring our right hand up. Circle it all the way around. Come back, bring it up. We're repeating the sequence on the other side. My hand shoots out at the last moment. Hands come up, reverse position, come around. As I come back, right hand comes up, left hand goes down. I sit back, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This helps me develop a little more flexibility and stretch these legs out slowly. I step up, and I harmonize. In section 2, we finished our 5 intro motions. We let the body relax. Again, we want the body to be very fluid. And back. Grab, come across, thrust, and sit. We want to start going down. That back leg, heel can come up, back straight, take a deep breath. Keep the breath in the center. Again, only go as low as you're comfortable. Bring the hand up and around. Bring it around, full circle. Hand comes up, pivot and thrust. Come around, back, set. Step up, and harmonize. That's the end of section 2. We're going to do that from the rear position, or slight angle. We're here, right hand's out. Sweep the left hand across. Hand, come back and in. Roll back, hand, come back, and set. Breathe out as you sink. Breathe in as you rise. Breathe in. Circle the right hand all the way around, and come across. Pull back, shuttle out, and set. And up, and harmonize. Good. Okay, so let's add that to the first part of the form. Actually, we'll start at the second section and do that a little quicker. Last hand's out. 1, 2, slide, hit, catch. Again, when the body is relaxed, the body can move very fluidly and in balance. We come up, the right hand's extended. This is section 3. We bring the arm all the way around. Shoulder, hip, knee all travel together, and we elbow. We palm as we turn the hip. Reach out and back fist. Turn the hands over again. Step up, pull, and thrust. As you've done the Tai Chi essentials, you'll notice that is like a swinging step position. We step back, bring the hand around to this side, let it hook around the palm, come over the top, leaning out. We're going to do our inward circles. We might do 1, we might do 2, we might do 3, and we're going to slowly sink to our left side. Again, like tiger sits on rock, sitting on our left heel. Bring the hands over, repeat on the opposite side. Sweep, elbow, palm, back fist. Turn the hands over, pull and thrust, plant back, come to your right side with the left hand, come around, right hand comes over, inward circle, and down. Up, and harmonize. So that completes section 3 of the form. Again, if we take it from the end of section 1, sweep, thrust, pull, hit, catch. Come around, sweep, thrust, pull, hit, catch, and sink. Come around. Elbow, palm, back fist, kick, come around, hit, and circle away. Come around. Again, elbow, palm, back fist, kick, circle away, hit, and catch. Again, the motion must be very relaxed. Let's do that from the rear position. Again, ending at the end of the first section. Sweep, thrust, swing, thrust, sit. Come around, sweep, thrust, sweep, pull, thrust, sit. When you practice the motion slow, you want to alternate between fast and slow and feel where your balance is. Sweep the arm, elbow, palm, back fist. Kick, plant around, palm, over the head, and circle away. Come around again. Sweep, palm, back fist. Kick, come around, thrust, half fist, and circle away. Come up, and harmonize. So you can work the form by itself in its sections. You can also work the form in its entirety. You want to work slow, you want to work fast. Again, your goal is to have your body work like a finely tuned car where it really moves smoothly. The gears all work together. Wherever there's tension or tightness in the gears, your body's going to lock up, just like your car locks up, and it starts to fall apart. Okay, next movement. We are in our down position. We're going to turn to our right. Toes up. We're going to jump in that direction. And we're going to land on our right leg with our left leg forward. Our hands are going to come down in a cross-body motion. So we feel very light when we jump. We breathe in. And our left foot lands lightly. We come over with the palm, sweeping across the body. Let the left hand stay underneath the right elbow. Sweep the fist across the body. Open the hand up. You can either have the hand open or fist here, half fist position. We then turn. Again, we're going to jump with the left foot landing on the left. Our right foot is going to land lightly. Palms are again crossed, coming down. Step over, palm, sweep, rake, chop. From here, we're going to come up to center and sit. Now, when we first sit again, we might just want to work on sitting in this position, but eventually you want to sit all the way down. Come up, cross the arms, and do it on the opposite side. Sit. Come up, center yourself. Reaffirm your intent at the end as you did at the beginning. It's very easy for us in the middle of situations to lose focus of our goal and just get caught up in the energy cycle. Okay, so again, we're here at this position. You turn, jump, land lightly, breathe in, breathe out and sink. Sweep across, fornical rake, chop. Come down, again, lightness and movement, palm, sweep, fornical rake, chop. Come up and sink, come up and sink. You notice this time I reverse the order and catch. Reaffirm the intent. Back to center and down. Now let's do that from a rear angle. We've got our last movement. We're down. We turn again. We want to sort of feel like we're floating. So when you get this kind of motion, you feel, let your body feel light. You can cover a lot of distance very easily. I'm not covering a lot right now because I want you to get the feel for, I don't want to actually move off camera around any of these walls, but you can actually cover a lot of distance when your body's light and airy. Come up, drop, come up, sink. You can actually, again, whenever you breathe out, let your whole body sink. Breathe in as you come up. Harmonize. Come up again, clarify your intent. Come back to center, sink. Okay, let's put the entire form together as one unit. We start, again, come up. Clarify your intent. If you're already warmed up, you don't need to stretch your arms out and do the Tai Chi-ogram. 1, 2, 3. Turn. 1, 2, 3. Circle. 1, 2, 3. Circle. 1, 2, 3. Circle. 1, 2, 3. Sweep. Thrust. Pull. Hit. Sink and breathe out. Circle around. Thrust. Pull. Hit. Sink. Come around. Elbow palm back fist. Kick. Turn around. Hit. Hit. And circle away. Come up. Elbow palm back fist. Kick. Circle away. Hit. Hit. And circle away. Come up. Jump. Sweep. Sweep. Break. Chop. Jump. Sweep. Sweep. Break. Chop. Come up. Sit. Come up. Sit. Come up. Harmonize. Reaffirm your intent. Back to center and sink. So this completes the dragon form in terms of its basic movement. It's important for you to realize that you can do the form a lot of different ways. Don't trap yourself into saying, I've got to do it this way, I've got to do it that way. Play with the yin-yang cycles. Do it soft. Do it hard. We do it hard. That doesn't mean tense your muscles up. Relax. The purpose of this form is to relax your muscles, open up your body, open up your meridian so that your blood can flow easily, your breath flows easily. It'll develop a lot of heat in the body, and it gives you a lot of speed. It helps you keep your center, which is again what the Tai-ogram is all about. Building a great person, a centered person who moves out of love, not out of fear. And again, enjoy the process. This section is designed so you can do the whole form along with me from the rear. We're going to just do it at a nice, slow, easy pace. We start off, again, breathe in, come up, and let your breath sink into your center. As your breath sinks into your center, let your body sink too. Come up, and again, our goal is to develop our knowledge and power to promote harmony within our own body, within our families, within our relationships. We do our energy circles to the right and the left. Sink. Bring the body up, hands up. Step out to the right, turn the left hand over, bring the right hand back to the side, straight leg bow. 1, right up to the center, wrist comes back, elbows underneath. 2, sink a little more, come back. 3, turn the hand over. 1, half fist out. 2, back. 3, circle the wrist. 1, 2, 3. Circle the wrist. 1, 2, 3. We do this a total of 5 movements. 1, 2, 3. We bring our left hand across the body as we're always going from bow to bow. Bring it up. Keep it level. Let the right hand shoot out. Come around. Sweep around to this side. Left elbow up. Right hand extended. Again, I can start reaching out further if I feel comfortable. Okay, depending upon the position. And then again, sink back. I can sink back to here. Just work on slowly getting lower and lower in the process and using your breathing to help you. With the right hand all the way up. It's an outward circle. All the way around. Elbow comes up. Dart out. Again, I can lean more as I get more comfortable with my body opening. Sweep to the left, elbow comes up, shuttle, and again, set. Again, your body will slowly open as you do the form more and more. Right arm sweeps, elbow, pivot palm, back fist. Hips kind of thrust back to shoot the palms out. Turn the body away. Right hand comes over to the left, pivots, shoots out, inward circle away. You might, again, stay in this position a few times just to get your bearings, and then sweep down. Or you might just do one inward circle. Come around, hands both circle to the left, sweep with the left hand, elbow, palm, back fist, thrust, come back, come around, hit, and circle. Come up, jump, right foot's down, left foot's forward, left hand's in front. Come up, circle over, sweep down, sweep across, hand comes underneath the elbow, rake across, swing back, chop, left hand underneath the elbow. Turn, jump, left foot down, right foot forward, can be an over the top, sweep, rake, chop. Come up, set. Come up, set. Again, work on holding this posture. You hold this posture, you breathe in, you breathe out. You'll find you relax more into it. Don't do that until, though, of course, you feel flexible enough to hold it and strong enough. Slowly build your strength up. Again, reaffirm your intent. In, circle right, circle left, come back, set. Again, come up. Deep breath and harmonize. Let your breath go through your whole body into the floor, relax, and get rid of all that excess energy. Again, breathe in and harmonize, relax. This section is on standing postures. Part of the forms originally used to just be you'd get into a posture, like part of the beginning movement, and you'd hold it. What this does is this works on the concept of moving stillness. So even though we're still, our energy in our body is moving and flowing. We want to learn to be able to hold this posture. It also helps develop the strength in the body, develops flexibility. We take a deep breath, and we expand. We breathe out, and we contract and sink. Generally, we breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the body and through the mouth. And holding the posture, you're going to become aware of your heartbeat, your blood flow. Generally, this is good to do as a warm-up, or you can do it to slowly open your body up. You can also do it after you've done the form to kind of cool down. Again, we want to direct our mind through our body, feel the body. Again, our purpose here is to strengthen and nurture our body, not to destroy it. So if your body starts shaking and falling apart, make sure you get up from the posture and move to your next one. When you can't hold one posture anymore, again, work up. You might start with 30 seconds for a posture. You might go to a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. And again, we might change from here. We might slowly move to the next posture. Turn the hand over. Come to our opposite side. Again, we breathe in through the nose. Let our whole body expand like a balloon. Breathe out through the mouth. Let our whole body sink. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. When we're doing the movements quickly, we want to also be stillness in motion. So there's a lot of paradoxes in the martial arts and in the Get It Together program. In motion, we want to be still, we want to be centered. And in stillness, we want to be aware of our motion. Again, our intent and our energy going through the techniques of our body. So we're kind of expanding it, strengthening it, making it more flexible. The next posture we're going to do is after we finished, again, this side. And again, we can do these postures back and forth and just do this posture. We're going to sweep and hold this one. In each posture in the kata, each posture in the form, you can just set and sink into. Again, relax. Find where the tension in the body is. Relax and sink. Next posture, we come out. Again, feel where the tension is in the legs, in the back of the leg, and the calf. If you need to bring your stance a little higher or a little wider, play with that. Again, you might start all the way up here first. And breathe and sink gently. Our toe, our knee doesn't want to go past our toe. So as my knee drops more, I'll go to a longer, wider stance. Again, we breathe in and breathe out. We can hold each posture. That way we feel where our structure should be. Breathe in, breathe out. Most of the time in movement, we beat ourselves because we lose our balance, we lose our structure. We're not aware enough of our center. Again, breathe in and breathe out. In the beginning, you might do one breath. As you progress, do two, then move to three. So you get stronger and stronger. Again, at different points, you can come up and harmonize. Work the postures on each side of the body as you catch. Next posture we're going to do, so we're going to do the seated posture. We're going to bring our arms around, just let our circles catch. Circle to our left, come down, and breathe in, breathe out. And this one, try to keep the heel flat on the ground. Breathe in, breathe out. Feel those muscles and tendons stretch and open. Come to the other side, circle the hands, come up. You can actually let your legs kind of disperse energy by rocking back and forth on them. And sink. You can set your elbow on your leg if you'd like. Play with different postures with this. Again, breathe in and breathe out. Again, the key is to understand your body's energy. All the joints are slightly bent. That way they're always flexible and can move, like the shock absorber in your car. Again, breathe in and breathe out. Come up and harmonize. Breathe in and harmonize. Next posture, we're going to bring our right hand up and just reach out as far as we can with that right hand. Breathe in and breathe out. You can bring your feet all the way up. Bring it around and move back into it. You can breathe in and breathe out. Come up and switch hands. Play with the form, play with the postures. Again, be excited by this. If we do the same thing over and over again, the same manner, we get bored with it. Again, breathe in, breathe out, come up. So we always want to be shifting our perception. Our intention is always to develop our strength, our knowledge, and our power, but we want to enjoy the process. So we enjoy the process, we find there's all different ways to do these different movements. And up, and we switch from posture to posture. Again, you can do these high, slowly sink, and breathe in, breathe out. Let the body open naturally and slowly. Don't force it. If you force it, that's where you injure it. Listen to your body, very important. You do this where it's quiet, you're not disturbed by other events or motions. Because usually when we're not listening to our body, we try to go around a corner fast, too fast. We haven't warmed it up enough. We don't warm up the spine, the back. We do some simple movement, and we end up tearing it. We're destroying part of it, and then we have to wait a long time to let it re-heal. Come up and harmonize. Again, play with all the different postures in the form. Look at it from as many sides as possible. Enjoy the process. Again, keep your intent clear. Keep your goal clear so you can direct your emotions through these different techniques. Direct your energy through these techniques. Constantly work on developing your inner skills. Look at what we're doing from an attached, objective point of view. Look at it intelligently. Look at it from in terms of the anatomy of the body, in terms of the joint structure. The more you get to know about everything, the more comfortable, the more confident you're going to be. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with others, and also be nice to yourself. Be nice to others. We call those the 4 primary inner skills. Detachment, being objective, intelligence, patience, and sweetness. So as you learn these processes and you do the forms, everything will come together, and that's our purpose in all these movements, is so that you can get it together. This part of the tape is designed to show you some of the applications that we can apply from the dragon form. The dragon form and all martial forms, for the most part, are designed to help you master your body, help you to master your angles. The key when we translate these forms into self-defense is that oftentimes we move into intermediate or advanced concepts right away. So for good self-defense, you want to get the Get It Self-Defense series, which is, again, very simple. You have soft applications, hard applications, and you have some type of lock in between. The dragon form, you're going to see applications that are a little bit more esoteric, a little bit more advanced. Now, first we're going to start off with is the first part of the form where we have the real little wrist flip and the half fist or the palm movement. Now, if he grabs me in a cross grab position, when I flip the wrist over, I'm on the outside position, okay? And I'm going to come with this motion up nice and in, right behind the elbow. Right behind the elbow, the tricep comes down and becomes a tendon called the Goji tendon, and I'm going to pull him out. I'm going to press. Now I can rub this. If I rub it, you'll find that it's very painful right away, especially when I stretch it out. And I can take him all the way to ground in his position to lock him. Again, I can just keep bringing him out. And again, I'm working on his balance. I'm working on my stability. And whenever you practice with somebody, when they feel a lot of pain, you're going to see them slap the ground to where you can see it and hear it. Okay? It's like that. And that tells you, hey, that's a good technique, and don't do it anymore. Let up. So again, first part, he just grabs the wrist. We just come around, catch the wrist here. Again, you can see I'm breaking a structure. I'm not breaking mine. I'm not leaning in. I'm not leaning back. I'm keeping my feet and my hips underneath me. I pull out. I push down. I want to do this very slowly. That way I don't take him down too quickly. And I move my body back as the process occurs. Okay? So again, first part of the form. Boom. Now we can also do that where he grabs. And instead I come around and I just strike it away. I can move it off. Or depending upon the height of the opponent, I might strike him to the rib. Okay? As in this part. Again, whenever I strike something, I want to extend it first. That way it's open. The rib here is very easily broken. The rib here is very hard to break. Okay? Or as he grabs, again, he might be grabbing my shoulder. Okay, with this hand again. And again, I come to the outside position and I strike the head. Again, as I strike, I always want to relax and breathe and sink. That way my body structure does most of the work for me. I'm not just slapping with this arm. Again, I'm hitting with the heel of the hand. If he grabs on the inside shoulder, okay, with the right hand, again, my base motion, I just come right up. I can come to the inside. And again, if I use any of the long movements that we think about in the dragon, when he grabs me, if I move my hand first, get my hand there, because that's a very easy movement, it's very hard to see, then I move my structure forward. And again, trachea would be something if you practice with anybody, you have to be very, very careful. You might put it on the sternum. I step in and I press down on my structure. Okay? Very easy movement to throw the person down and away from us. And again, you see I'm not really moving very far like we did in the form. So if we were to do that, here's to grab, we can move very violently and very quickly and move all the way through him into a very low position just to drive him into the ground. Again, basic self-defense, this is much more advanced. You have to have your body structure well down to be able to get your positions back and forth. So if you notice, this little motion here was an outside movement. When he grabbed here, this is with this hand, this is an inside movement. So again, if I'm inside, I stay inside. If I'm outside, I stay outside. Let's look at this part of the form where we did our big sweeping motion down and around. Let's say the person's grabbed us from behind, is choking us. Again, from the concept, we want to move laterally off the line in basic self-defense, so I'm still going to use that same concept. I'm going to rotate my body, move laterally off the line, bring my right hand above the arms, and I'm going to, as I get to this position, you can see I was turning the wrist to the shoulder, I'm going to step in or step away based on the situation and drop the heel of his hand right into his head. So again, the motion, very simple. He grabs, I come over the top, I get my arm up right away, which starts to turn his shoulder, starts to turn his arm, I come in a position and I drop my weight. Now again, you can kind of imagine, if you take 5 pounds, just drop it on somebody's nose, drop it on their head, okay? You've got a lot of power there. As I did that, I didn't sink my weight, I made sure I went over his head, so make sure again when you practice this, these are very powerful techniques, because if I would have come through his head here and dropped my weight, I could have taken his head all the way to the ground, driven into the ground, as I drop my body weight down with the process. Again, I can also use that with the other side against a wrist grip. I can just come over the top and come in, okay, into the body. Now, in some cases, again, the guy might be very strong, so I might not be able to go to the outside. So instead of doing my coming over the top, I might go in first to the leg. Slight distraction, then come in. So this motion here can come all the way to here. Then we might only need it to come to here. We might come above the knee. Or in some cases, we might come up to the body and thrust him away. So again, he's grabbed my wrist, and I'm far enough away. He's got long arms, and he starts to pull me. I just let him pull me. I just drive him right away from me. And again, you see if he's still trying to hold on to me, hey, that's great, because then I can go back to my first motion, take him down to the ground. If I start to lose it, that's fine. I just let him go. Then I come back in, okay, with my kick or any of my movements. Next motion we're going to look at is this little motion where we do the inward circles and the low catch. Very simple technique. He grabs on the shoulder, okay, right hand or left hand, doesn't matter. And again, the form was this way. We just kind of drift away. A lot of times somebody grabs, we start to move away, or as they pull us into them. We always want to ride their energy. We want to learn to ride their energy. So as he comes in, I'm going to, instead of circling away, I'm just going to drop right down, up into the groin. From here, I just come up, and again, back in with the other hand. So I just circle down, circle up. I can combine the movements however I want. I want to be creative. He grabs with his left hand, again, I circle down. Then I circle up. And maybe I circle away here. If I come with this hand again, I can just drop it at any point in time, dropping my entire body weight onto the person. The dragon is very large, very powerful, and you learn to drop that body weight, learn to fly through the movements of the processes. Again, we have this motion. Okay? Simple application, right there. Initial motion, guard hand, and thrust. From this hand here, I can very easily come back, go right to my strike drills. Another motion we have is motion here. This could be a Tai Chi roll back. This could be a Kempo arm lock. Okay? Again, there's a lot of techniques that use these different motions. He grabs my wrist, I bring my arm up, come behind, and I just pull him away and through. Okay? If you remember from this position here, we come back and strike. So maybe I come to here, he pulls back. I just strike and walk through him. When I strike and walk through, I just keep on taking him right to the ground. Again, following his energy, riding his energy. If you watch that one in slow motion, what I'm doing is I'm coming back. As he starts to pull, he's stronger than me. I'm going to not fight him, because if I fight him, I'm going to be out balanced, and I'm going to not ride his energy. The dragon is long and flowing and rides the wind. So as he pulls back, I ride him, and I fly over his shoulder. I keep a nice grip here. Again, I'm not tensing my muscles. I'm breathing. My breath is still in my center. I come over the top of the shoulder. I just step behind him, and I come straight down into the position. And I let the ground help me defeat him. Or if he grabs my shoulder again, there's another motion. Up, strike, and away. I can do that. Again, I'm inside, so I stay inside. Again, I'm opening his structure up before I hit him. He grabs here with his right hand. I'm now in the outside position, so I stay outside. Again, I'm disrupting his balance, then driving him off of me. So again, with martial applications, each one of these movements could be 10 things. He grabs me on the shoulder. Again, I come to here instead of here. Or I strike down into the hip to break his balance there before I come back with my four-knuckle rake, my chop. Again, you have all kinds of options. The key is to play with them. Don't say, I've got to do the technique this way. I've got to do the technique this way. Play with the energy. Go over, go under, go around. Understand the energy. Play with it. But keep it in the GET IT acronym. What is my goal? I want to be passionate about my techniques. I want to be emotional. I want to direct my energy through my techniques. I want to evaluate my techniques and look at them from as many sides as possible. Oftentimes in martial arts training, we have a tendency to put the emphasis on the technique and how much power the technique has, but that technique has no power without your energy and your passion and without a goal to direct it towards. So again, develop your knowledge, develop your power, promote harmony within yourself, within your relationships, and enjoy the process. And thank you for allowing us to be a part of it.